So
What's up, ShadowZone people? It is Friday night, ShadowZone Paranormal Talk. I am your host, Brian James, brought to you always by this old bag of dirt over here, Mr. Eldon McInville.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Hey, I always got to call you a name before we fire this up. It just makes me feel manly.
Yeah, well, you haven't caught me in my coffee break. That's good. So I guess that's a plus for you.
How you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, I'm doing fabulous. How you doing there, Brian?
I've had a bit of a rough day, man, but I'm here with the ShadowZone peeps now, and that just makes me feel good.
Well, we're going to end it with on the right note for you, I think, tonight. We got this guy coming up, and I'll tell you what, if you need us to introduce who this guy is, you're wrong, man. You are absolutely in the wrong place, the wrong time, and shame on you for not knowing who this is. This is the end of the day, man. Bryan Laverty. He's created Parapost Network and, his fabulous Huntophobia friends over there, man. He's been doing a lot of good things in the field. And I'm pretty impressed with his accomplishments and the direction he's going in. So, again, if you don't know Brian John Laverty, shame on you, okay? Just shame on you. That's all I got to tell you, okay?
Yeah, but that's not it, brother.
Well, why don't you tell me? What's more to it, man?
Dude, we have got the nominee for the hottest paranormal podcast in the world with
Get
us
out
tonight,
of here.
dude.
Get out of here.
Crew's own Karen, dude.
No way. You are kidding me, right? We do not have somebody like that on this podcast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I cannot wait to see who this is. That's fabulous, man. And, I even know they had something like that where they nominate people for that, but that's really absolutely fabulous. I'd like to know more about that. But so who are we going to talk to first here? Who are we talking to? Is it Mr. Laverty or is it your surprise guest?
Well, I figured before we do that, we should jump into ShadowZone Paranormal Podcast is sponsored by Jesse Stewart at dsghost.com. If you need equipment built at a great price, and is 100% guaranteed and followed with a 6-month warranty. And go see our boy Jesse at dsghost.com. Enter Global EQ as a promo code and get 10% off your first purchase.
Hey, and look, while you're at it, man, why don't you head over to Parapost Network, man, and sign up for their program? It's a pretty cool platform they got going on there. And, you know, right here in the bottom, you'll see it scrolling right there. I don't know. I think Mr. Laverty's back there probably smiling and giggling about something. So he's probably got something up his sleeve, I'm sure. So,
well, you know, don't forget that you can download this on Apple, on Android, laptops, computers. All you got to do is go to your Google Play Store, download the app Parapost Network for free.
Man,
Come join the non-drama free fun.
Wait a minute now. You know,
the drama-free fun.
I spent all this money at these ghosts on this equipment, and you know, it's kind of taking the dollars out of my pocket. And you're telling me that I get to sign up for this platform for free?
Absolutely, and it's drama-free.
Drama-free? Hey, we like that. We could use some of that around our circle right now, couldn't we?
Oh, absolutely. But you know, without any further ado, I say we bring the man of the hour on.
I don't know. I think we should keep the suspense just a little longer. You know, if we keep it just a little bit longer, he might get a little warm under his head there, you know, or under that little beanie cap that he likes to wear. You know,
I always notice at the end of the day, there's always a beanie on his head.
And, you know, I think at the end of the day, we need to get this guy some kind of a head cooler to go under that thing because it makes me sweat watching him. All right, man. What's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
How long have you guys been working on that? What the hell?
Oh, dude, this is a script-free show, brother.
We don't script this stuff. You can't even make this stuff up, Brian.
Oh, fuck.
That was funny.
And with us always, the nominee, Karen, for the hottest paranormal show of the year.
What's up,
Paranormal?
That kills
Cheers,
Brian, doesn't
my
it?
dear.
That kills Brian, doesn't it?
Listen. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Does that kill you?
It's fucking cold here.
At the end of the day, Brian, it's cold.
Oh, fuck that. Come on. Yeah. Do I say it that much?
You really do, I think.
You say it about as much as Eldon says, here's the deal.
Here's the deal, man.
I'm going to trademark both of those sayings just for you guys.
Hey, I get it all the time, Brian, because, you know, his famous thing now is, here's the deal. At the end of the day.
I just throw with my brothers and my sisters.
And Laverty's gone.
See? It repels the evil ones.
You know what? Listen. I'm going to tell you this. At the end of the day,
you know, we should do a podcast challenge with you two. And just to see if you can go an hour and a half without saying it, and I'll pay the both of you $100.
Sounds like a good deal.
That sounds like a fabulous deal.
Are we doing? Let me ask you a question. Are we doing it at the end of the day or the beginning of the day?
Well, here's the deal, brother.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good Lord. You guys are too much fun. Too much fun.
Yeah,
so, how have you guys been?
Well, me. So, yeah, no, I've been good. I've been busy, actually. Very busy. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, so I've been getting on some podcasts and doing some home projects. So, yep, I'm doing good.
You just did a podcast just recently, Taryn. Something Peaches. Can you tell me about that podcast?
Oh, yeah. So my scheduled show on Wednesdays, we did a paranormal Peaches party. So there's 8 of us. We're like best friends, and we just do anything paranormal together if we can. So
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. That was kind of a crazy little podcast going on there.
yeah, when we're together, we have a lot of fun.
It looked like it. Yeah.
When we're together, we have a lot of fun.
Why the hell did you choose Wednesdays and Fridays to do our podcast? Now we got to run against Paranormal Brew. We run against Matt Barron. We probably run against Huntophobia. I mean, come on, man.
Well, here's the deal, man. If you want to change the times and the dates, dude, you just go right on ahead and do it.
That's it. Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday.
He said it. He said, "Here's the deal."
Oh,
Yep. You lost.
Wow. It took you a minute to get that out, Brian.
Well,
I didn't know this was actually rolling, but okay.
Well, you know what? I didn't want to interrupt you while you were in mid talk. So,
Hi, Melissa Ewing. So, Brian,
yes, sir.
tell us about yourself, sir. I mean, besides the paranormal, the Canadian TV, Huntophobia, Parapost Network, the Hamburglar and the French Fry Man.
You left out the best admin.
Ooh.
Best admin.
So what's been going down with the man, the myth, and the legend lately?
Oh my God. Well, you got to keep quiet about the TV stuff because nobody knows that yet.
Well,
What TV? I didn't say no TV stuff.
I was
You
going
I
to
said,
say,
have you watched any Canadian TV talking about wrestling?
You got to.
well, since he's playing all like superstar and shit, he can come here and tell us what's going on.
Long story short, there's a possibility that Huntophobia might be on TV.
That's awesome.
Get out of town.
And we'll leave it at that then, right, Brian?
Listen, let's not get over, happy about that. It's Canadian TV. So,
Dude, I'm telling you what, next to the European TV, Canadian TV is actually hella funny.
yeah, I guess. So long story short,
Is that going to be
as
your
another-
new thing?
that's actually a new thing.
Long story short is a new one.
Yeah, that's a new one. So I was contacted about 3 weeks ago. Somebody reached out to me and asked for a trailer of all my best moments. So I put together a trailer and I sent it to them. They loved it. That's where we are.
That's awesome.
Congratulations,
Good for
dude.
you.
Thank you for dropping the bombshell on our show.
We got to be quiet. We can't tell anybody.
That we ain't telling nobody.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. You know what? To be honest, I was surprised myself, but I've worked really, really super hard over the last couple of years, and it's really starting to pay off now. Parapost is, still growing, and nothing's going to happen with Parapost. It's going to continue, and Huntophobia brand is obviously continuing, and it's just I've put so much work and effort in everything I've done with this, and it's starting to pay off now.
Before I get to you, Brian, David Dement, what up, my brother? Dude, we have a female in here. So how about what up, my brothers and sister, you re-knobbish jackass?
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even have a comment to that.
That's my brother-in-law. Well, my ex-brother-in-law. He's one of the founders of the Spokane Ghost Crew.
Oh, was Matt on there the other night?
No.
Where did I see that? Why did that sound familiar to me? I saw that somewhere.
So, Brian,
Was there a show on last night or the night before or something?
there was one on Wednesday, but we don't talk about that show.
Oh, I don't know.
No,
I saw that somewhere, either on Facebook or something. I don't know where
Let's
I
just
saw
say Wizards of the Round Table reached out and said hi to me today.
I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. All right.
Oh, there it is. Sorry, and sister. LOL. Thank you, sir.
There you
God.
go.
All right.
So, Brian, I got to say, if we were to compare Parapost as a country, I'd say Facebook is kind of like a New York or a Chicago. But I'd have to say Parapost is like the tropics, man. It's just a wonderful place to be.
I really wish I could be there, but I can't log in.
That was genius. I didn't know where you were going with that, Brian. Comparing it to a country thing, but that came out pretty slick, dude.
Thank you. I've been working on that all day. Thank you.
It was pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Slick.
I'm just buttering him up to get on Canadian TV.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Oh.
Okay.
Seductive eyes and that beautiful smile and.
What is he talking about?
You did. Good Lord, like I talked to a guy like that.
That's great. Yeah, it's a pretty good comparison. Eventually, it'll have to come home, and that's when it will start really expanding.
Well, I, for one, am extremely proud of you, dude. I mean, Parapost is just off the wall wonderful. I've made so many friends on Parapost. And the only problem is I can't search through all the members. Because if I could, I'd be dropping hi, how are yous to every member. But
yeah, you can.
I click on it and it just rotates a little bit and then it doesn't do nothing.
Brian, you have to stand in line because I've been waiting for like 3 weeks for the person to get back to me because I've put into like customer complaints that I can't even log in and I still can't.
Yeah, well, I blocked her. That's why.
I can't say I blame you, dude. This woman here is nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
That might be.
No, you know what? I don't know why that's happening. My only suggestion would be are you logged in or are you logged out?
Oh, I'm logged in.
Okay, so log out and log back in, and you should be fine.
You might not be able to log back in if you log out.
Yes, you can.
So exit
Yes,
at your own risk.
That's great.
You know what? We've been doing, honestly, so much to the background. Sometimes what happens, there was an update done last week and this week. Sometimes what happens with any site, when you do an update and it's a major update, sometimes things go a little bit awry. But there's only a few people that seem to be having a problem, and that's, Taryn and another girl.
So
I have to know. Girl in there, like another girl.
I have to know, Brian.
Nothing against that. It's true.
Come up with the little ghost, and what is the little ghost's name?
That's what? I have designers that design the site, and they came up with that. I came up with the name though. The name of the ghost is Para. Para.
So it's a girl. That's cute.
I think that's unisex. You're thinking Tara. It's Para. It's unisex.
Oh, I can sense something here, Eldon.
Go ahead, buddy.
I'm getting
Para, so he named it Para. Oh, what a smooth operator.
You have no idea, buddy.
That's that Canadian.
Just don't ask him how he's doing.
Hey, Darren, how you doing?
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Oh, there goes the face red again. So, Taryn, what's been up with Paranormal Brew lately?
Oh, goodness. I feel like I've totally been So I dealt with a fraud on my show, as everybody knows, and trying to, get past that a little bit. I am, however, going to be doing a show on March 9th with Kenny Biddle, and Kenny's going to come on, and we're going to talk about that. So I think that's one of the things we're going to talk about. So just to get it, just to settle it and get over and just put it out there, because from what I hear, there are some people that are just still not believing, even though they're seeing it. So,
well, Taryn, here's the thing. This isn't about trying to make everybody believe our story or believe what we're
right.
finding. That's literally what they do with the information is entirely up to them. So all we can do is just raise the awareness, and hopefully that, it'll make an impact enough to squash this kind of involvement in our field.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing we can hope, but we're not going to be able to make somebody believe anything. I mean, they'll have to do that themselves.
No. And that's the thing. That's why I said I just want to just have one last little thing. And then, the only thing I worry about is there's other things that I'm worried about with the whole situation, that kind of makes me feel like there's a little piece that doesn't want me to, I want to make sure the information gets to whoever it has to get to.
Mm-hmm.
For the proper authorities, if you will, I guess, maybe just keep an eye on the situation, or maybe look into it a little bit. But if that ever happens, I don't know if that will, but.
Hey, Huntophobia. You want to do me a favor, man? You want to virtually loan me your beanie for about 10 minutes so I can warm up?
Sure.
Doesn't he just he looks extremely warm. I mean, really cold.
Yeah. I get cold. But listen, I was just sitting here thinking, you were talking about the whole tropics thing and parapost and stuff like that. And then I was thinking about the other social media sites and owners. Do you guys think that I'm one of the only sexiest social media site owners out there?
Well, you got to consider your competition too.
Huh.
Wow.
Brian, here's what I think, buddy. I think you should come up with a 12-month calendar of you and Tara in sexy poses.
How would you do that?
A lot of video editing.
Well, I could Photoshop it. Easy.
See, there you go. Come up with the 12-month calendar, dress up as a village person, a firefighter, a cop, a construction worker, a Native American. We'll call you the Huntophobia people.
It's good. And sell them for $20 a piece.
Exactly.
There you go.
Probably couldn't make them quick enough.
Especially for Taryn.
He said para. Para.
Sorry?
Yeah, you'd be having your stuff plastered all over the walls, man. She'd be having grime.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to see you as Miss January.
Who?
You.
Brian?
No, you.
No, he's saving me for March or April because of all the fur.
Look at Eldon. His mind is spinning.
I know.
I'm completely
He's thinking October so he can wear his own face, so it doesn't have to count as a Halloween costume.
God damn.
I you know what? I will admit something that Taryn and I would have to say over the last probably month, me and Taryn have become close.
Yeah.
And
I will say that is the one positive thing that's come out of this. I know I wrote it on Facebook, but out of that whole situation, the best things, all the people I've met, that I didn't know, or I knew Brian, but we never really talked. So, and you were one of the first. You were probably the first person I reached out to after I found out about all that. And but all the people that I've met have been just so awesome, and everybody working together and just talking, and everybody being open and everything. So I've made so many awesome friends over it.
Wait a minute, Taryn. What? Was that a compliment to the three of us?
It absolutely was. You guys are awesome.
Ooh, Parapost, you got some competition now, buddy.
But, Taryn,
But what?
Come on, you can say it.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Everybody's here. I'm up here.
I was not going to say that. I was not going to say that.
This man alive. Aaron, not on my show. Good Lord.
Wow.
So Paranormal Brew is actually, I'm like booked until May 11th with my show. And then I'm going to be on a couple of shows. And then I have a couple of investigations actually. And I'm also doing a telethon February 17th.
Oh, wow. Cool.
For
Right.
It's called Polygraphs for Pooches. And the guy's name's Tim Malley. He's in Michigan. And he does this Paracon every year, raises money for the local animal shelters. And all the money, he's raised over $70,000 already.
That's what's up.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a good guest to get on too. He's so awesome. His story is amazing. But so he's doing a telethon before the actual event. The event I think is March 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th or something like that. But he's doing the a telethon prior to that and asked me to come on. So
who's coming on your show Wednesday?
Oh, so who's coming on my show? The Para's boyfriend. This guy. BJ Huntophobia is coming on.
Oh Lord, I knew you were gonna do that.
Well, I find it awfully weird, man. We must be long distance relatives or something there, BJ.
Lord.
Because as you can tell, my initials also happen to be BJ.
Yeah, I know. I saw that when you messaged me the very first time. I saw that and I thought that was interesting.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Aaron, I have to know.
I'm going to tell you why. Can I tell you why?
Oh, please.
Because before I was adopted, my name was Brian James.
Bullshit.
I'm dead serious. No pun intended.
Wow. So what made your adoptive parents turn it to John instead of James?
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. So my mother was French Canadian, and my actual name is Brian Jean. So I changed it to John.
So how do you say croissant?
Croissant. I speak a little bit of French. So yeah, it's a true story. True story.
Did you see his name too?
Sorry?
Did you see what he changed his name?
What? Did you change it? What? Oh, Lord.
So was like your real father's name James, or was it just out of the whim that it was Brian James? Or
my biological father's name was Robert, and I've never met him. But for people in the audience, I've met my real mother about 22 years ago, and we have a fantastic relationship. I actually call her mom.
See, I got Brian James after my father, whose name was James Wyatt.
Okay.
And I was actually supposed to be a Ryan James, but Mom didn't want two R's in the family. Makes sense. I see me and my brother and my sister were all halves. Because my brother has the same mom, different dads. My sister has the same dad, different moms. And me and my sister, who passed away, Melissa, were the only children from my mom and dad.
Okay. Okay, cool. See, we're learning all kinds of things today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping that in the next 30 seconds, Eldon will change back those names. And,
you see what's scrolling on the bottom?
So, Terrence, Can you tell our fans when ShadowZone is going to be on the Paranormal Brew?
Well, as you heard earlier, my next opening is, hold on, I look at my calendar. Sorry.
Battle of the BJs.
I love it. I love it. Don't even change it. May. What's after May? Hold on.
June.
No. 18th.
June 18th.
May 18th.
So May 18th, ShadowZone invades Paranormal Brew.
Yes.
Forget about winning next year.
You're going to be on that one too.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yes, you are.
And Mr. Laverty, we're going to throw you in the hot seat, buddy. When did ShadowZone get to take over Through the Lens?
It has twice.
I was going to say, we've already been on there twice, Brian. Where you been, man?
Well, I wasn't invited to the first one.
Well, maybe you need to stop sleeping, man.
That's Skeletor?
Kind of.
Not, right?
This was actually one of my own designs.
I like it.
Thank you.
That I remember something now. Mr. Brian James, number 1. You were supposed to send me some stuff.
About what, sir?
Logos.
Logos for...
You were going to send me a bunch of logos because you asked me what kind of logo I wanted, and I told you, and you never sent it. That was 2 months ago.
Oh, my good Lord.
Sleeping.
Why does it reprimanded?
Let me start my 3-piece apology by saying at the end of the day, I don't have an excuse.
It's all good, man.
That's okay. That's okay. He's in timeout now, so we're good.
That was a terrible apology. Brian, it's okay. It's okay. I don't need them. If you want to send them, great. I'll take them, but it's not necessary. You got better things to do than make me logos.
Oh, homeboy. I love making logos.
Homeboy.
Love making logos.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, let's see, we got skulls. We have graveyards. We have skeletons. We have demons. What are you into?
What would I be into? I wouldn't mind seeing a demon. I think that would be pretty cool.
Okay.
No? What do you think, Taryn?
Where's this going?
You notice he didn't. You notice he didn't ask me what I thought.
I'm going to ask you, Eldon. I was going to. It's women's first.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Where's the manners, old
That was quick. That was quick. You should get like a hot, like a hot vampire woman.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad.
Do that.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Anyways, let's move on to the next question.
What the?
What do you think, Eldon? Oh, he left. I'm sorry. I was just kidding.
Uh-oh.
What do you think, Eldon? You give me your suggestion.
I just don't think, man.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah, moving on.
If you
Next
do
question.
anything, I mean, like that's just like I don't know. I even know what you would come up with.
I'm curious.
You know what? Here's the deal, Huntophobia.
Oh shoot! At the end of the day,
I will make you a combination of all. Would you like it under through the lens? Would you like it under huntophobia? What would you like it under?
Make one of them a Hello Kitty. Make one a Hello Kitty.
Nice.
Oh, that's cute. I like it. Make it a black kitty though, like a little black kitty.
Okay, let's not listen to these people.
I think this guy needs like some kind of a companion. You know, you got to put like Hello Kitty up there for this guy.
Do a mixture of all of them, and it's for huntophobia.
Huntophobia. You got it.
They're logos, Brian. It's not like you're going to tattoo this thing on your butt cheek, okay?
Oh, I could.
Oh, you might.
No.
Let me tell you something, brother. I have got probably 51 tattoos from head to toe right now. And I have 2 special places that I'm saving for 2 specific tattoos.
We don't want to hear this.
This show is out of control. What's going on here?
We don't need to know where those places are. Hey, get back to your corner there, Brian.
But no, I'm getting the SGC Ghost done in remembrance of the Spokane Ghost crew, and then I've got a spider web with my wedding date in it, and a false widow hanging down from it for me and my wife.
That's cute.
Now, of course, if Bryan Laverty would pay me, $500, I'd get the Parapost Ghost tattooed on my forehead and represent,
I would get the little ghosty. I think it's cute.
To put on my forehead, I think you'd have to add a few more zeros to that thing for my forehead, bro. Okay.
Hey, I'm a cheap date, dude.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'll represent, but come on now, on your forehead. That's
okay. So every single one of you send me your PayPal account, and the money will be shipped tomorrow.
Yeah.
Checks in the mail.
I'll get it like that here.
Checks in the mail.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Taryn. That's really cool.
No, check it out, man. I got the perfect place for it. Right there.
That's cool.
Right there on good old forearm.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting it done. I have one on my back. I have one on the inside of this arm on my left arm, and then I got the big sleeve, right?
Don't put it on your forehead, Brian. Do not put it on your forehead. As you can see, it's always
you
covered.
Put it like right here.
No. I can't do
that.
You
can throw that out there.
No, I can't do that.
With your like hat and all, and then like this, I'd be like, oh, he must have just got out of jail.
Yeah, we'll see the problem with that because of TV reasons. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm thinking about getting it somewhere, but I just don't know where. Maybe my privates. Right beside it.
Oh, there you go. So
this show's going in a weird direction, to be honest.
It's a little off subject, but do any of you guys have a tattoo that has special meaning behind it?
All of mine, except for one.
Yep.
What are the special meanings behind them?
Because I don't want to say what.
What's the special meaning behind them?
Well, I have my dad's sergeant's badge here, and it says "My father, my hero."
Nice.
That's cool.
Goodness, actually 3 of them don't have any real meaning. One was just a cover up. On my foot, I have "Fly Me to the Moon." It's Frank Sinatra. In memory of my grandmother, but because I grew up with her, and we're huge Frank Sinatra fans, like huge. And then Saint Michael is tattooed on my back and his emblems on my neck. And then I have, this is the Gettysburg coordinates, and that's my dad's signature. I don't know if you can see that.
Cool.
I got his signature off of a letter, and my tattoo guy put that with the infinity around the other side of it.
Right on.
And then I don't know if you can see, but shit, my fur baby's paws. Each of their paw prints are like walking up my side.
That's dope.
So Brian, we do have a question from the audience.
Well, I mean, even if we did do an EVP, I mean, we would be in different places, and the EVP session really wouldn't work in this type of a situation.
Yeah.
For your aunt.
That's tough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry that you're about your aunt.
I'm tough. Really sorry to hear that, Melissa. If you need to talk, you know my phone number. You know how to get a hold of me on Messenger. So definitely get a hold of me, sweetheart.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about you, Eldon? Any tattoos with meaning?
Both of the two that I have meaning. Yeah, they actually span back from what I believe I received a warning to a paranormal experience. And it depicted a couple different animals for that warning. And at the time I got the warning, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me until it actually happened, which took place a couple years after the fact. And then I put two and two together. But I do have a tribal tattoo of a eagle on one arm and a tribal tattoo of a wolf on the other arm.
Nice. And what about you, Huntophobia?
I have the two that I have, not the sleeve one, but the two that I have. The one in the inside of my arm is for my son Mason, and the one on my back is my zodiac sign. And the reason I love it so much is because my birthday's June. So it's like what the zodiac sign looks like for June. It's it's a line and that does a circle, and then it does another line, another circle. Now, if you turn that sideways, it looks like 69. So it's beautiful.
See, I actually have 6 of them that have true meaning.
True meaning. Well, yeah, true meaning. But I thought it meant something.
Yeah.
I have my son's name on my left wrist, who passed away. I have the Dallas Cowboys star on my left calf for my father.
Oh, well, that's.
I have my son Michael James McCraw's name on the back of my elbow. I have Pantera's initials across my left or my right hand. And for my niece and nephew that I helped raise, who consider me a father figure, I have a Jason Voorhees hockey mask that my nephew drew. And I told the guy, do not make any changes to these pictures.
Now you forgot Aunt Esther, Uncle Tom, and Cousin Fred.
And on my right thigh, I have the one that my niece Hannah drew, which is a Jack Skellington / Freddy Krueger. Other than that, I just knew people since I was 15 that did tattoos, and I would find a skull or tribal art or zombie or half clown, half something, and I just tell them to go to work.
You know what? I think we all get tattoos, and anybody gets tattoos. I think most people get a tattoo for a special meaning. And my very first tattoo was my son. So, and he means everything to me. So
that's awesome. No, my first couple of tattoos were stupid because I was so young. So I wasn't really thinking what I was getting.
I was 15 years old, hanging out at my buddy's house, who was like 22. And he said, hey, I rigged up a tattoo gun. And it was a Walkman motor with a big pen shell, a needle that went through it threaded, and a spoon for handling. And he did this funky tribal art on my arm. And he did a little tribal art on my hand, a little mushroom on my elbow, and demons, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, actually, I do have one, like a homemade tattoo right here. I don't know if you can say it, but say it. And, it was a heart. I tried getting it removed many times, and it just won't go away.
Thank you for changing the names back, by the way. Oh, Lord. It's
at the end of the day, the deal is me. I got bored.
Really?
I can't wait to get my next. My next one's going to be something with an American flag. I think it's going to be like a rose or something with the American flag.
My next one is going to be a cover up on my chest that has to do with my first wedding.
That's nice.
I'm gonna get a little ghosty right here.
Nice.
Are you really?
The date on the wedding, and I'm gonna cover her name up with a void stamp and call it good.
Will BJ come out on top? Of course, always.
No, he said which one? Which one?
Well, obviously me. That's why I said that.
I'll keep dreaming BJ number 2.
Raymond, it's very nice to see you. Raymond's a big supporter of Parapost and also Huntophobia, and I appreciate everything he says and does.
Raymond, are you having problems logging in? Just curious.
You're an ass. You're an ass.
Oh, and Laverty.
Yes.
Dead serious when I say this. That spot I showed you on my arm.
Being serious. Yes.
Where is where Para's gonna go.
Yes. You know what? I'm not going to encourage that, but if you want to do that, by all means, go ahead.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Parapost isn't going anywhere, so Parapost is going to be alive for a long time.
Oh, even if it dies, I could just say I was a huge Pac-Man fan.
Is there any other like paranormal apps like that?
No. I have vigorously searched for different apps.
That's crazy. I can't believe somebody wouldn't think of that like a long time ago with everything coming out and everything. So that's awesome.
Shit. You know what? I got 7. Me and my nephew did
we're still on tattoos.
A double Grim Reaper. Matching Grim Reapers. I forgot about that. Sorry. It just came to my head.
I love Brian so much.
Which one?
BJ1.
Which one?
I said BJ1.
She said BJ1.
Who was number 1?
You were number 1.
Okay, let's get serious here. Let's get into some serious questions.
Okay.
All right, serious question number 1. Mr. Huntophobia, what investigations can you tell us that are upcoming for yourself and your team, brother?
Ooh, that's a good one.
This is going to be long.
What the hell?
Did I have this beard when we started?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. No, actually, I just found out today that I might be doing a jail sometime in the month of February.
You're going to jail?
I'm doing a jail. I'm not going.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Yes. But then right after that, everybody's starting to know I'm going to the UK and doing my what I've always wanted to do. There's a lot of places in the UK that I've wanted to do, and I'm going to be doing them. So, and my biggest one on the top list is Sherwood Forest. I've been wanting to do that place for a long time.
Are you going to take some BJ memorabilia with you to sell?
Sorry?
Are you going to take some BJ memorabilia with you to sell?
What the fuck?
I think you should with that Hello Kitty on that shirt, man. It's a BJ on. See, that would look that would look pretty cool.
You know what I am wearing? Look at.
Awesome, dude.
Really
I like
cute.
that.
I like them.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, what's the history of the Sherwood Forest? I mean, because most people will think Sherwood Forest goes back to, like Robin Hood and stuff like that. But what's the actual history behind it?
I'll be right back, folks.
Yeah, it's great. You know what? There's a lot of different things. There's a lot of mixed things about the history. Is Robin Hood's story true? I don't know. But I guess there was a time a long time ago that there was somebody that was actually killing people or rob people and to collect their money to give it to the poor. There is a story out there that's true. But there's been a lot of death in there too, and there's been a lot of wars in that area too. I forget which war it is, but there's been a lot that's gone on in the Sherwood Forest. I would have to go back and look at all the history, but what's going on?
Let's scroll across.
Sorry?
Look, who's doing that? Eldon does that. He changes what it says.
What a guy. We're supposed to be promoting Parapost, not putting it down.
There you go. How about that?
Did you change it? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. How you doing, Darren?
So what jail are you going to?
Sorry?
What jail are you going to?
It's a jail not too far from me.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any criminal charges pressed against you for going to this jail?
As far as I know, the jail is no longer jail. It's been turned into an inn. But supposedly it's on the haunted list here in Canada. And I have recently just met somebody that is going to try to get me in there. And Taryn knows him.
Oh, Wes?
Yep.
You're going to investigate with Wes?
Maybe.
Oh,
My
cool.
question is, how do you turn a jail into an inn?
That would be so cool. What do you mean? You just take all the cells and everything like that, you change those into rooms or change them, do whatever you got to do to. That would be cool.
I'm assuming probably a lot of walls were probably taken down.
Yeah.
Because of how big it was.
Yeah, but also, supposedly it's not very big, but I was also told there's still a couple of jail cells that are still in the inn that are with the bars and everything like that. So he told me a little bit about it.
That'd be cool. You could turn that into like the bar area.
Yeah, so he sent me the information. I'm going to take a look at it and hopefully we can get in there. So, because I got to do one more episode for my season ending 3 on Paraflix.
So, Brian, I have to take off, man. I've got to get everything packed up here for this investigation we're on tonight. Hey, Bryan Laverty. So, thanks for coming on, man. Good seeing you. And I hate to cut this short, man, but I really got to skate out. We got a little bit of a drive ahead of us.
Where are you going?
We're heading up to a place called Black Canyon City here in Arizona.
Cool.
So, yeah. We did land. We've got Gleason, Arizona, which is a actual ghost town, an entire mining town here in Arizona down near Tombstone. And we'll be there on the 26th of March for an overnight over there. The entire town's opened up. So we pretty much have the keys to it. So we're pretty excited about it.
Wait, where?
Gleason, Arizona.
Mm.
Yeah, that'll be on the 26th. It's down near Tombstone. So we'll be there at least once a month. We're digging towards twice a month. So
cool, man. I really appreciate it.
So I know somebody that does ghost tours in Arizona. He's also a treasure hunter. It was interesting. Cody Drake. But he does the ghost tours are out of what the heck was the name? Jerome, Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, they do these like ghost tours and stuff like that. But he's also a treasure hunter too. Finds all kinds of like coin, like Mexican coins and stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, they have Ghost Town Tours is the name of one of the touring companies.
Yep.
There.
Yeah. They have a couple shirts of theirs.
Yeah, we work with one of their employees as well. She's also a tour guide for them. Her name's Ginger Mason. And the guy that owns Ghost Town Tours, his name is Kenny. Good guy. Fabulous guy. He's taken things in a lot of different directions. I believe he's just opened up a skit that he does for tours over in Sedona now too. So, yeah. Yeah, pretty good stuff.
Well, you know what? Good luck, buddy. Have a safe time. How about that?
Absolutely, man. You guys take care. Good seeing you again, Brian. Taryn, thanks for coming on, man. It's good to see you too. So, hey, and Brian James, got something for you too, bro. Guess what? Last word.
What a shit.
Who was that? Who said that?
He did that, didn't he?
What's that?
Who said what a shit?
Oh.
That would have been my beautiful wife.
Oh, okay. Hello. How are you?
That was funny.
That was funny. Yeah, that was funny. I do that to Lex every so often.
Matt Barron used to do that to me all the freaking time.
Yeah. He's good. I think everybody does it to everybody, to be honest. It's fun. It's an enjoyable thing to do.
I don't think I've ever done that. I'm an angel.
Perfect, Aaron.
I tickling my throat there.
I'm an angel.
Okay. Yeah, she is. But that was awesome. That was amazing. It's always nice to see Eldon. You guys are doing wonderful things with your group, and hopefully you guys keep going and doing your thing, you know?
Oh, most definitely, brother. You know, I'm doing everything I can from the Washington standpoint, you know, and once the events are going and certain deals and other things have been laid down and approved, you know, and I get the money up and going, I'm going to go to Arizona myself. And once that happens, it's going to be a whole new ball game.
Yeah. So are you moving to Arizona?
Yes, sir. The plan is I'm going to be down there by September of this year. I'm actually just going to go down there for a month by myself, find a little sleazy hotel room that takes monthly payments, find a house for my family, get all the paperwork signed, paid all of that, and then I'm going to furnish our house and drive all the way back up here to get my kids and my wife and my mother and whatever they want to take out of the apartment. And then we're driving back down to Arizona.
And how long of a drive is that?
20 hours.
Oh, wow. Good Lord. No, thank you. Wow, that's great. That's great. Well, you know what? I wish you all the luck, man. That's going to be awesome for you.
I very much appreciate it, man. I need a new change of scenery. I was unfortunately born and raised in this shithole, and every time I get out, it seems within 2 to 3 years I have to come back for something, and now I don't have to come back because there ain't nothing up here for me.
And you get out of the snow.
Exactly. And if I want to go let my daughter and my wife play in the snow, I'll drive 2 hours to Flagstaff, drop them off, say have fun, and come back.
That's cool. That's cool.
So I don't want anything to do with the snow again.
What are you in Washington?
I'm in Spokane, Washington.
I have a question. Can you see the Aurora Borealis from there?
What is that?
The Northern Lights.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I can't see them either.
You can't. Can't
If
you
I
see
go-
them from Canada?
If I go further north, yeah, but no.
You can see them in Maine. People say in Maine you do.
Nice.
You got to remember though. I live in a city. So you gotta, all that city smog. You're not gonna you hardly even see any stars. So,
Yeah, it's kind of the same way with Spokane. It's so light polluted that you can see, a few stars. But if you go out to towards Airway Heights or go out towards Medical Lake, it's beautiful.
Anthony said, yes, you can. I don't know which one that was to, though.
I could be wrong. You might be able to see the lights from here. I don't know. I've never really paid attention to it.
That would be so cool to see. But I don't want to go all the way to Alaska to see it.
Yeah, I hear you.
You can drive about 8 hours from here, from Toronto, north, and you will see them.
Oh my God. That would be like a 24-hour trip for me, probably.
No, because it's only 8 hours from here to New Jersey.
Yeah.
And then
it would be another 8.
16.
And then you have to stop in the middle, just be, oh my God, so far.
Darren, we'd stay overnight somewhere.
Well, obviously that's why it would be like a 24-hour drive.
Even the sexy music.
I saw them a couple months ago. But where are you living?
Anthony is here in Spokane.
See? Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Figured.
There you go.
But you can go to Maine to see them.
You mentioned you have a couple of investigations coming up. Care to let us know?
Let me see. So I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Kreischer Mansion in Staten Island. And then White Hill Mansion. It's a 2-night or 2-day, 2-night, 2-day, whatever. And then the next one I think I know of for sure. There's like something in the works for some lake or something like that. I can't remember what the name of the lake was, but then Fort Mifflin around May, end of May, beginning of June, probably. Gettysburg, Battlefield Bash, and then a Hinsdale House in September.
Nice.
So
there's an extremely haunted place in Toronto, Canada. It's a residential. I think they call it the Laverty House. It could be on Huntophobia Street.
Brian was like, really? Where have I heard about this?
I knew he was going there.
So we should go spend a couple days up there, investigate there.
I could. Your good Lord, your child is out of control. But no, I could take you guys to a couple of spots, a couple of really, really good spots.
Now, do you technically need a passport to get to Canada?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
And sorry about the background noise. You should hear him when he's extremely happy. He gets the whole arms flapping, and it's adorable. He's my 4-year-old nonverbal autistic.
Okay, that's what I get like when just before an investigation.
So next summer we're going to be doing that huge road trip I was telling you about, Brian.
Yeah. Oh, next year.
Yeah, we're going to plan it for next summer.
Okay.
And I think we should bring Taryn along with us.
I think so too.
Because me and Kennedy from the Ghostly Trio have been talking, and we found like 15 more spots.
Really?
So
yeah.
Where is it?
Fill in Taryn and what's going on.
From Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, down through Virginia, West Virginia, down to North Carolina, up to Tennessee, up to Kentucky.
Yeah, there's so many places. There's so many places I can tell you that are in Tennessee. And
from there, we go up and around to Washington. And then we want to go back down through California and take care of all the southern states back up to North Carolina. And then from North Carolina, we'll be driving to Illinois. And then from Illinois, we'll be driving back down to Arizona. It's about probably somewhere between a 2 to 3.5 month road trip.
That's a long road trip.
Yes, indeed.
I'll meet you guys in Gettysburg for sure.
Awesome.
That's it.
I might do like Tennessee and all around there, and Virginia and stuff.
Oh, definitely, because we're gonna do the Trans-Allegheny, and we're gonna do the Randolph County Jail and Asylum.
Yes, well, I have my friends SRS Paranormal. They just did a documentary about Randolph County, and they do the Trans-Allegheny they can get into, and then there's a couple of other places in Tennessee as well.
Nice.
So I can hook you up with them.
Yeah, we've also got Bad to the Bone and Travelers Paranormal. They're actually the reason this all started. I had them on the podcast, and we were talking about para-unity and the love of being together. And they found out that they live pretty much just a couple hours away from each other. So they're talking about teaming up and getting together and doing these investigations. And all of a sudden, they want me to go. Now, I live on a very fixed income. Now, I'm lucky if I have $10 to my name after everything's all said and done. Are you guys sending messages back and forth?
No.
No, bull crap. I see the smiles on both of your faces.
We're laughing at you because what you're saying. And actually, you know what I'm laughing at? The fact that you put this like screen up and you can hear all this background noise going on. You hear you light your cigarette, like you hear all this stuff going on. Like, why did you have the screen blackened? Know what you were doing anyway.
I was lighting a candle. I'm afraid of the dark.
But you keep doing it keeps happening.
But anyways, so we get this all planned out, and Bad to the Bone actually invites me to stay at their house. They're willing to feed me for 8 days, take me to all these places. And I thought, man, I mean, 2 women living in a house. You got a 6'5", 385-pounder about ready to come down there that you've never, met in person. But it's
they're great. They're good girls.
Oh, absolutely.
Angelina and Christina are amazing. They really are. And
out of all of my paranormal teams that I know, they are definitely on my top 3 for favorite. I support them 110%.
That's awesome.
They're great. They're great. And Christina and Angelina, they promote Parapost large, and they're just amazing girls. They really are. And Christina and Angelina are just great, and they're going to go places for sure.
Without Christina and Angelina, I would have never had the honor and privilege of meeting them.
That's right, Brian. That's right.
And without Brian, I would have never have met Karen.
True.
True. Very true. Yeah. I'm sure you would have met Taryn somewhere down the road.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I try to
would have sent her a squishy message or something, hey, how you doing?
I try to support like a lot of podcasts. So like if I ever see when something comes up along, on Brew's page or whatever, and it just says you follow. I try to follow a lot of groups, paranormal groups, and support them and stuff.
See, I want to ask your guys' opinion on something. Now, we know that paranormal teams are very territorial. Some of them will refuse to work with you. Some of them will chase you out of their town if they catch you working in their town. Now, with podcasts, they're the same way I'm seeing. They're very territorial. They're, it's all about our show. We want the ratings. We want this. We want that. What are your guys' takes on that?
Well, I definitely do. I definitely have dealt with the territorial type parts, which I think is so ridiculous. I honestly don't understand why that's even a thing. But it is, unfortunately. I mean, people they get these locations that everybody wants to investigate, and you get one team that will talk to the people that own the buildings, and they say, okay, everything has to go through us, and we'll make sure all the investigations are handled, whatever. And then when other groups try to go in there, if you don't get along with one person that's in the group or something like that, then you're like, it's up to the group. It's not up to the people. Even they put all that kind of stuff into the group's hand.
Right.
And unfortunately, sometimes some of those groups have no idea what they're doing. But as far as podcasts go, I can only speak for myself. I will share everybody's podcast on my show. I want everybody's voices to be heard, no matter how that is. So I don't care. I mean, I'll tell people they can post whatever they want on my page. I mean, if it's dirty, I'm going to delete it. Or if it doesn't have anything to do with, paranormal or anything like that. But I do share everybody's, podcast on my page and everything.
Mr. Laverty, your thoughts?
Yeah, you know what? Really, here in Canada, compared to the States, when it comes to paranormal investigators, you guys in the States, there seems to be thousands and thousands and thousands of paranormal investigators. Here in Canada, there's probably a handful. There's not many here in Canada when it comes to paranormal investigations, at least bigger ones that do as much promoting as, like me or a few other groups here in Canada. But really, at the end of the day, oh God, there, I just said it. But you know what? I went past the hour though. So,
not the hour and a half.
Was it an hour and a half? Oh, damn it. So no, honestly, there's not a lot here. And when it comes to territorial, that's not really big here.
Yeah,
and it's insane in the States. And you know what? That has to do with ego. Everything with ego. And,
and I will say though, I have not been a part of a group in a long time. I've been independent. So honestly, I don't know how the groups are doing that stuff anymore. Anyway, but I do know that when I was a part of a group, that was one of the things where, and it's just, to me, I think it's just so ridiculous, Yeah. I mean, if a location needs money and they want to raise money, why limit themselves? And if you are one of those groups, why would you prevent another group from coming in and doing, maybe getting some good evidence, or doing something, it just doesn't make sense to me. Unless that if they're a group that that's not doing investigations, in your opinion, right? I mean, if you know that they're provokers or they're doing things that that is disrespectful to property or the whatever might be there.
Yeah.
Other than that, why care?
I agree, and it's been a long time since I've been in a group myself, so I don't really focus on the group thing because I'm independent as well. But with my episodes, I bring people out on my investigations, like either somebody that's interested or a friend or something like that, just so they can see what I'm doing. But other than that, I'm mainly going out with myself. Now, when it comes to podcasts, I'm with Taryn on this. That's why I have. If I was territorial, I wouldn't be bringing up other YouTubers on my show and promoting them.
Absolutely.
So that should tell you right there. I don't get it. I really don't. I think it's ridiculous, but again, it's just, I don't know. Like here in Canada, it's completely different than it is the States.
Yeah, I mean, I've had other podcasts on my show. You know what I mean? Like I have them come on, I have them promote their stuff, and I don't care. I mean, I want people, I want people to get their names out there.
Yeah, me too.
With Canada and not having very many paranormal teams up there, in your opinion, is it because Canada is not all that haunted? Or is it just a lack of interest? Or do people just not really care that much for the paranormal in Canada?
I would say there is interest. Or there's definitely interest. A lot of people here in Canada love the paranormal, but a lot of people here in Canada are also very reserved. Very reserved. And the biggest issue that I find here in Canada, and I know it probably happens in the States in some places, but when you find out a business is haunted, they like to keep that secret. They don't want to broadcast that because they're afraid that's going to hurt their business.
There's some in the States, but for the most part, because of all the shows, it actually brings business to shows. And so then,
and that's what I tell them.
But there are people though that do still believe, that it's taboo. It depends on there's a lot of the historical society buildings around here, that they think maybe, you have to convince them, that it's not anything that's going to hurt. As a matter of fact, we could help you raise money, and they still think it's, might draw bad business or not any business.
Yeah, and that's what they're afraid of, I think. But all in all, most people in Canada love the paranormal. They just don't want to go out searching for it. So again, it's one of those things I said earlier. In Canada, where there's probably a handful of good paranormal investigators, and with your country, with the States, it's like every corner.
Yeah.
There's a paranormal investigator.
You say good?
No, I said in the States, like every corner, there's like a paranormal investigator. So,
oh yeah.
But
the problem with Spokane is, it's rich with history. You have the Great Fire of 1892 that completely wiped out the town. You have incidences here, incidences there, but 98% of Spokane's commercial places don't want to be known for their paranormal because they're world-renowned businesses, and they're afraid that it's going to damage their business. And I personally could bring them so much business.
Sometimes they just need some convincing, but you never know.
I've tried to go in there and talk to them on a professional level, dress, shirt, tie, slacks, everything. And, I propose what I can do for them. I propose how much money we can make doing it. And I just get snubbed off like I'm, the dude on the corner in front of their building trying to get money from people.
Yeah, I don't know. With it, Canada, it's just, people are just so reserved. They would rather sit on the couch and watch it. The ghost hunting shows and all that.
So if
stuff.
I ever came to Canada, I would get kicked out, is what you're telling me.
No, of course not.
Well, I'm not reserved.
Yeah, well, I know. No, I know. But no, definitely.
The border police will get in trouble. Like, who the fuck was this? Who let her in?
You know what? I just I don't get it, but I continue doing my thing, and that's what I enjoy. So,
So, what are some of the most haunted places up in Canada?
Oh, wow, that's a tough question to answer because there's a lot of spots here in Canada.
Well, I have a question though.
Sure.
A lot of people commit suicide at the falls. Have you ever heard of anything from there?
Yeah, Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Niagara Falls is well, the documentary that I did last week, it's on Niagara on the Lake, which isn't too far from the falls. But actually, Niagara Falls on our side, the Canadian side, supposedly a lot of the area is very haunted.
Mhm.
So, which I'm planning to do somewhere down the road. And there's a lot of places that are haunted in Niagara Falls. But then again, it's one of those things where they have a lot of tourism, and they're afraid that if it gets out there that it's haunted, then people are not going to come in.
I mean, there's like video. I probably shouldn't say this, but there's like videos on YouTube. And everything. Like people just let themselves go over the falls, and it's like crazy. Well, there's this one video of this one woman where she's like, she literally just goes by and she's like, "Bye." She just goes over the falls. I'm like, and it happened. It's like a lot. They said.
I will tell you the number one haunted spot in Canada that I believe it's the number one haunted spot. It's called the Tranquil Sanatorium. It's in Kamloops, BC, and that is on my way up here on my bucket list. And I will eventually get there. And it's a sanatorium. It's an insane asylum. And actually, what's really cool about this place, it's like a ghost town is surrounding it too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so really,
that would be fun.
Go online and take a look at the pictures.
Wait, I have to write it down.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Tranquil Sanatorium.
That sounds like a great place to investigate.
It's the number one.
Even like the town around it sounds fun.
Yeah, it's abandoned.
Yeah, I love that.
There's buildings around it. It's really, really sad. And it's funny because I just recently saw a movie that they were in the sanatorium, the Tranquil Sanatorium. It was one of those horror movies. So, but that is the number one spot. There's some places in Ottawa that are on the top 10 list as well. And Blue Ghost Tunnel that I go to, that's on the top 10 list. And
a lot of people go there though when you go. Are there always people there?
Not the last time, the time before there were people there, yeah. But they, you know what they were doing? They weren't ghost hunting. They were spray painting the walls.
Huh.
Yeah. So, and that's why people get upset. That's why people get upset.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed when Saxbridge and Gettysburg got big, you can't go there anymore now because just so many people go there and just they just hang out and they're like, because it's supposed to be like this most known haunted place, and that's like you just can't even do anything there anymore. It stinks.
It does, and that's what ruins it for the actual investigators that are going out there and trying to capture evidence. So somebody just said, I noticed here, I'm 5 hours away from the Kamloops facility now. Well, you're going to have to call them because would be interested to investigate, possibly encounter poltergeist. What else, I wonder? You will have to call them and they will have to let you in because you cannot get in there. You can go in there and investigate it, but it's not like one of those places where you can walk up and walk in. You have to get permission.
Yeah.
So,
and see, the problem with Spokane is, I mean, we have a few well-known places around here. We have St. Ignatius Hospital, which was which had been done by Ghost Adventures, and Paranormal Lockdown. And we have the Eastern States Mental Hospital, which is still up and running, so they won't let you in there.
We got an Eastern State.
I mean,
it's a penitentiary.
there's a few places in Idaho. You know, Wallace, Idaho is only a 3-hour drive, and you have the Bordello, and you have the what's the name of that hotel? The Jameson Hotel.
In Boise, you got.
And 8 hours away, you got the Old State Prison in Boise, Idaho. But an unreliable car and hardly any finances. I was lucky enough to get into at least the St. Ignatius Hospital. But other than that's been the only. Hey, you mind quieting down over there, tick turd? That's been pretty much the only spot.
What did you call?
A little tick turd.
Probably said something else.
No, that's what my dad used to call me and my brother were ticky turds.
That's funny.
But
says Greenwood Cemetery is very well known.
Yes, we have. God, we've done that.
What's your take on cemeteries?
150 times. But
ask Brian what's his take on cemeteries, because you know what mine is.
My take on cemeteries.
Yeah.
I believe they're haunted. They're fun to investigate. When you haven't done them 100 times a piece. But I'll tell you the story. So we were kind of making our own episodes and everything, and we couldn't get into any residentials because we were kind of down on our luck at the time. We couldn't get into any commercials because nobody was wanting us to come in. So we turned to cemeteries. We got a contract with the cemeteries. And gosh damn, we probably did Greenwood. We did Fairmont.
Are you telling the mausoleum story?
And we did Riverside, probably about 100 times a piece in a span of a 6-month period.
Oh, wow.
There's only a couple of cemeteries that I know of that have claimed to have activity like around in my area. Anyway.
Yeah.
Brian?
You know what? I'm on the fence about cemeteries, to be honest. I don't investigate cemeteries. I just don't. And that's my personal choice. I just don't think that maybe it's the ones around here, but I just don't find that they're haunted.
But if you don't investigate them, you don't know.
I have.
Oh.
I have investigated them, and it's crickets.
I can tell you in Greenwood Cemetery, I almost got pushed down the 1,000 steps. Rick got something thrown at him, and we captured the EVP that said "Hit, kick, Rick."
Oh, wow.
We were at the Vietnam little memorial thing, and I said, "Were you in the Vietnam War?" And it repeated what I said. And a couple shadow figures, but that's about it.
That's cool. Yeah.
Riverside, we kind of got the drunk feeling in there, and we kept getting led to this corporal's grave and his little spinny wind thing. You blow on them and they spin. The thing started spinning. Yeah, like a pinwheel.
Pinwheel. I said windmill. Pinwheel. Yeah, no. There's a cemetery in Philly where it's called Laurel Hill, and actually in the Rocky movie, Adrian's funeral was actually there. So they kept her headstone at the big, in the front of it. And there's a lot of famous people buried in the cemetery. It's humongous and it's beautiful. The mausoleums are like as big as houses. But they always they hold like haunted like throughout the month of October. There's always like events there and stuff like that because people have seen stuff, heard stuff, pictures, all kinds of stuff. But those cemeteries, like the cemeteries that are active and which ones aren't. The ones that's one of them. The two that I went to that I got those really good EVPs at are in the Pine Barrens. Pine Barrens are just filled with unknown activity all over the place in there. So who knows?
Yeah. Well, that's great. But you know what? I'm going to have to go because it's 11:30 and
oh yeah.
And I want to thank
you.
Yeah. You know what? I gave you some of the spotlight.
Oh, you did. Thanks.
Yes. You're welcome.
Oh, you're
welcome.
You're so awesome.
Well,
I love it. But Brian, you know what, Brian? Honestly, dude, you've been a great supporter of mine, and I think you're a fantastic guy, man. And I hope, like I've told you in the past, Global United Paranormal is going to do wonderful things, and you guys keep doing your things, man. What's that?
I said Pine Barrens, and somebody said Bada Bing, Sopranos. Yeah. So the Pine Barrens has been known for a mafia hit drop off. A lot of mob hits.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually true. Al Capone actually had a few houses around this area. So
cool.
Right.
But thank you so much, Brian, for bringing me on the show. I really appreciate it.
Likewise.
Anytime,
we'll
brother.
talk to you guys soon. Don't forget, you'll be on my show Wednesday. You can throw that out there.
Yes.
And Karen, before you hop off, please tell our lovely audience how they can watch your show, where they can find your paranormal team, all that good stuff.
Well, it's just me, myself, and I. So I don't have a team.
One-man army.
I'm an independent. I help out locations and stuff like that. But Paranormal Brew on Facebook, BB3 TV on Facebook, Unrestricted Paranormal, Parapost Network, and then Paranormal King Radio Network. I have a YouTube, Paranormal Brew, and I'm trying to think. I hope I'm not leaving anybody out. I don't think so.
You on Instagram?
I am, but I don't really. I mean, I go on there to I am on Instagram. Paranormal Brew is on Instagram.
Are you on TikTok, the Clapper, Tumblr, Twitter?
No.
Well, all right.
I tried Twitch, but I don't know how to use it. And PowerPost, I can't log in. So.
Oh, would you stop?
I can't.
I'm gonna show you what the problem is.
But yeah, so
before you guys leave for good, stay in the back just for a few while I close it down. I have just a few questions for you, and I'll let you guys go to bed.
Okay.
All right.
Bye,
now
everyone.
Break off my screen, people. Just kidding.
Okay.
Huntophobia, before you go, please tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
Well, first things first, Parapost Network. Second thing, I have a show that I do every Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's called Through the Lens. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, all under Huntophobia. And also, last but not least, I will say, and you can find me on Paraflix.com. But last but not least, you can find me on YouTube, and that's Huntophobia, which is, it's up here in the screen. You can see it up on the screen. So, that's where I am.
And at the end of the day, it's all good products with these two.
Yeah. Folks. You know what? I'm not going to say that anymore.
Oh, come on. It's like your catchphrase, dude. I'm going to make you a t-shirt that says that.
At the end of the day, Huntophobia. There you go.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah. Great.
All right, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Bye, everyone.
For being my guest. You guys are awesome, and I look forward to a round. I lost count with you, Huntophobia, but I'm definitely looking forward to a round 3 with you, Taryn.
Absolutely.
I have great fun with you guys. We get off subject. It turns X-rated. It's fun.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. I'll catch you in the back here in a few.
Yep.
All right, guys. There you have it. The show tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We have another special guest. And always remember to go see Jesse Stewart at dsghost.com if you want equipment built to your specifications and at a great price. And also get your butts up and go to Parapost Network. Because for an investigator, Facebook is a bunch of drama. So go to Parapost. There's no drama. There are excellent people there, all about the paranormal. And yeah, if you don't want the app, then just go to parapost.net and sign in now. For your ghost host, ShadowZone Brian James, have a hauntingly good night and a ghoulishly good day. Catch you later, folks.